Welcome everyone. This is Contenvania.com video about SEO. Today is April 11, 2016. You found this video probably searching for search engine optimization. You're looking for answers on how to optimize your website, how to show up in Google, how to compete for search for keywords. Let me stop you there. If you're trying to build a website and you're dreaming about showing up for some keywords with certain number of people searching, and you think you can somehow optimize your website and make money from organic traffic, it's not going to happen. You can just quit. If you don't quit today, you'll quit sometime later, year 2, 3 from now. You will not make it. So the reason is you will be up against websites that have been around 5, 6, 7, 10 years, and if the keyword has any monetary value, they will not let it go. Let's say you're trying to compete and you build content. They build a lot more content. They do everything to stay where they are. Again, you stand no chance. Even if you have large budget, if you have a lot of people working for you and a big team, still you are playing a game where you have to catch up with whatever it is. So it's not possible. Now, if you think, okay, I can invest money in pay-per-click campaign, let me stop you there as well. Pay-per-click campaign today is not designed to give you immediate returns. People bid insane amount of money, and let's say you're selling something. So your return on investment will be negative, always. People pay to acquire clients these days, not to get returns. It's not possible. It's over. So you're probably asking, so what am I talking about? Well, here's the reality. Your only chance, and only chance today, are long tail keywords. Long tails are the type of keyword that don't stay the same months after months. Believe it or not, 50% of long tail keywords are not even targeted by anybody. So how do you do that? First of all, Google works in a certain way. If you have spikes, regardless, content, links, it's considered spam, and you can go under filter, and pretty much after that your website is done. So you need to do everything possible to make it look natural. So if you show 10 links per day and you post 10 pages per day, so that's your number. You can go from 10 pages to 100 pages overnight, or from 10 links to 50 links without steady growth. So everything needs to be natural. Also, your links must come from different sources. Certainly you can spam, but I wouldn't recommend that. Also, if you're using any type of spawn content and things like that, just forget about it. It's childish. Google Panda is designed to catch that. Also, if you're using software like Rumor and GSA and anything else that generates automatic links, Google notices all those websites. That's why they created disavow file. Disavow file gives Google an ability to build a database of toxic websites. So imagine everybody submit this disavow files, and Google says, okay, thanks a lot. Now I know which URLs to ignore. So that's the major reason why disavow file is there. So anyway, if you try to do something of that nature, you stand no chance. So all these companies that are selling software, spawn content, etc., they're done. Google finally put a stop to it, and from now until the end of days, it's not going to be possible. So again, coming back to long tail keywords, this is your only chance. And long tail keywords are not predictable because they're shifting. You can generate your own terms, you can generate your own long tail keywords, and it's all possible, but it's a lot of hard work. Like if we take Google 10 years ago, yeah, it was piece of cake. Now it's just sweat equity. Sweat equity, you have to be patient, you have to work really hard. For example, in 2012, 2013, I was making 7 digits income, which came to an end, but that's another story. But I was there, I knew what it's like, and I knew what it takes. So today it's sweat. You have to work. If you really want to make it somewhere, be my guest. It's 7 days a week dedication. I work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you don't do that, you can imagine where you're gonna get. So and also, if you don't put these hours, if you don't put that work in, somebody else will, and somebody else will take your place eventually. Here's my recommendation for you. If you're building a blog, you need followers. Yeah, certainly you can try Facebook, Twitter, but the stories you see, they come from something innovative or celebrities. If you're not one of those, which is like 1 or 2%, you have no chance to get followers at all. So let's stop dreaming and be realistic. Now, in order to advance in search engines, you need to target these long tail keywords, and how you do this is forums. You need a forum. Believe it or not, forum is the future. Without a forum, no website has any chances to advance. The way to do it is you need the forum software. You need to install it with your blog. You need to create a front page, and then you need to create a blog, and inside of the blog, or I'm sorry, inside of your website, you need a directory where you install the forum, and there are plenty of forum softwares. I use vBulletin 5 and Zenforo. Those are the only 2 platforms that I like. You're welcome to use anything you wish. But here's the deal. Here I'm going to show you why forum is important. So let's take autotrader.com. Obviously they're selling cars. They have 9.7 million pages indexed. They have probably a huge number of employees. And they have content writers, graphic designers, search engine optimization people, all on staff. They have resources. I'm sure they have thousands of blogs, private blog networks, and so forth, where nobody else can post links. I mean, there's no way you can compete for like buy a car or buy this, buy that. It's not possible. But you can go for more broad keywords, and these keywords could be like. These keywords can be, where can I buy a car with no down payment? Or maybe some bank will come up with some kind of promotion and call it some, branded name. Then you have a chance because nobody optimizing for these keywords. It's like, for example, where can I buy a car with low beacon score and no down payment? These are the keywords that you can optimize for, and you will get advanced if you do that. So the reason is, like, let's click on this one right now, and from here you can see that the auto trader is not anywhere near organic anymore. So because they're not optimizing for these keywords, there are other websites that are coming up. I mean, I'm not talking about WikiHow. That's probably a big site, Edmund.com too. But, there are a decent amount of other websites, and their disadvantages, they're not running forums, and that's the problem. So why forums are important? Let's take one of my websites. And here I just typed Gossip City Beer just to show you why I believe in forums. Look at that. These are the links from my website, which here you see the main URL, and underneath bunch of links. I've seen some websites that take entire page with these links to the forum. And when clients land on these pages, they also see a lot of information that's not generated by a content writer, but actually, those are discussions done by real people. And if you look here, I type keyword beer, it gives me links to Penthouse Beer, Hofbrau Beer, Oktoberfest Annual Beer, and Food Festival. What is your choice of craft beer? And so forth. So those are all long tail keywords. I can try this, for example. I'm just improvising, so let's take a look at this. I can just put this keyword in here and see what's going to happen. And this page came out. Let's say I want to shorten it to Penthouse Beer and see what's going to happen. And it gives me a couple pages from a website all talking about beer. So anyway, you can always improvise and see where and how your site will show up for certain keywords. So, I do this, but see, restaurant didn't work. See what I mean? So it depends on the keyword, but restaurant, review, food, what I typed right now didn't really work. But here we go. There's a food keyword. And food keyword showed up as herbal Moscow fermented ginger drink. Hofbrau beer showed up for keyword food. A restaurant in Washington, D.C. and drinking wine. So, you never know what Google decides to show up, but certainly forum links are is the advantage of your website. Also, these forum links, they can come from different groups, and different groups I'm talking about are what's called siloing. Every website must have siloing in place, and siloing, you can see here, for example, is the tree structure of your resources, of your pages on the website. So for example, here I have classified ads, but then I break it down by regions, and inside of each region I break it down by metropolitan area. This is silo, and this is called siloing. So if you're not implementing this type of structure, I don't think you're gonna make it in search engines anywhere. So siloing, you can Google siloing and you will see what I'm talking about. So this is how you should structure your websites. Now, forum gives you exactly, with forums and subforums, it gives you this siloing structure, so it looks good for search engines. So now I'm going to show you somebody else's forum, and this gentleman, his name is Mike Furman. He's a car salesman in Maryland. He sells Chevys. So this guy is the most famous Chevy salesman in the United States. And the reason why is because he's having forum. Let's take a look at his traffic data. His Corvette forum gets 793,000 visits over the last 30 days. These are all potential buyers who's going to buy Corvette from him. You can imagine how much money he makes. And the only reason why he has so much traffic is because he has a targeted forum, and he targets every single keyword. So let's say a new model comes out, new version of Corvette comes out. He's getting the first traffic for it, and he ends up selling. People fly to buy from him. So this is the reason why long tail keywords are so important. So here's Mike Furman Corvette forum. C7R, that's a new model, I guess. Z06. I'm not a Corvette salesperson, and I don't know nothing about Corvettes, but here I can see new models, Stingray, etc., etc. So Stingray Corvette did not exist back in the day, so nobody optimized it. And this guy is probably showing up first for these keywords now, not the cars.com, not any other website. Him. and he sells it. He sells a lot of Corvettes. So when you're building your site, you should think in terms of what you can invent. You cannot follow. You need to create something new, and forums is perfect example. So let's say you build a website, you have a forum, you need a lot of participants, and that's where Contentvania comes in place. We can help you with that. You can just go to contentvania.com, sign up as a forum provider, and our writers will engage in natural conversations. You need a lot of content posted on your forum, but it cannot be spammy. So you can limit, let's say, 5 posts per day per writer. And when hundreds of writers keep writing and writing and writing for your forum, you end up having this similar structure within your website. Without a forum, you stand no chance. Believe me, I'm not trying to sell my business or anything like that, but you stand no chance. So, this is it. This is all I wanted to show you today. And what I recommend you to do is sign up subscribe to our channel where I post a lot of educational videos. I recommend you to go to contentvania.com, check out our blog. This is the blog that's written by our content writers. They constantly post new content in our blogs. You can check out our forum where you can engage in conversations with our writers and ask them questions, hear them, what they have to say. You can always watch our YouTube videos. There are a lot of educational videos on how to do things. So you're more than welcome to participate. If you sign up at app.contentvania.com, you just have to click on the register link and just give us your basic information, and then you can get on the way to become a writer. Once you become a writer, we need to basically evaluate your skills, your writing skills. We ask you to post a few posts here and there. So once we evaluate your skills, we assign a proper level of skills to you, and after that you can pretty much participate in writing for our forum clients. We have a lot of forum clients. They're all ready to pay, they all need content, and we always need new content writers. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. And when you subscribe, you will get notifications when I post new videos. I'm going to teach you a lot about SEO, about content writing, and I'm not a newbie. My experience comes from 15 years of working as an enterprise level programmer for many e-commerce, government, and non-profit organizations. I've been in business since 2009. I've made 7 digits in sales over and over. And Contentvania is something new I'm starting. I'm just interested in content. So if you follow me, you'll always get updates. Have fun, and I hope to see you again. Thank you.